Hello, this is Prince Insomnia, and welcome to Die on Let's Play Dragon Quest XI's. Today we're heading up north of the Zward's Rust region to continue trekking down wherever the hell the Rainbough went, and in this episode we're going to start this off by fighting a couple of new enemies here. We've got Hood, I agree, and we've got Grublins, which I think we might have already fought before. Maybe. Grublins can call for backups, and Hoods can do the same thing those Golems could do, where they buff themselves up before hitting you really hard. Focus Strength is what the ability is called. Alright, those guys are easy enough to take care of, so let's head on up this way! It's the only way we can really go right now, because the other passageway is blocked off by rocks, so yeah. Saying it's in Zward's Rust is a little misleading, but also that kingdom is gone, has been for a while now, so not too much misleading. The only way to go is Northward Ho, so we might as well go Northward Ho. Anyway, in this region, this is the Dundrasil region. Let's see, what can we pick up here? If we get something that lets us float, and by that I mean we need a Hornite, a glowing Hornite, like that Hornite. Oh, actually I think these Hornites are new. I mean, their striping is a little different. These guys can Kasap and multi-thrust. Kasap reduces party's defense. Multi-thrust can hit multiple party members randomly. It can also shoot sleepy stingers to put people to sleep. Alright, awesome. Let's see, if we go on over this way, not that way, this way, there's a nice little treasure chest right here waiting for us, which contains a necklace of immunity. Awesome. Let's see, what does that do? That defense against poison. Nice. I wouldn't call that immunity, I would just call that poison resistance, but yeah, you do you. You do you. That is the only regular treasure. Everything else is just crafting mats and things like that, so we're just gonna leave this little insect behind and head on over northward. Let's take care of this new enemy here, too. This guy over here is a Jargon. Get it? Because it's a jar. Let's see. Jargons, I think, can... Yeah, they can blind the party by spewing dust everywhere, or they can exhale fierce fire for AoE fire damage, which is very nasty. Hymn of Fire, again, is super useful for this kind of encounter, as would be putting it to sleep if you can. Let's see, let's go ahead and use Hymn of Fire right now, because I can feel it coming in. I could feel it, viewers. Oh yeah, Jargons, they're also dragon type enemies, so pop out that Dragon Slash just for them. Okay, cool. We actually got rid of it before it could even breathe on us. Alrighty then. Head on up this way. We've got a little bit of a crossroads here. One that looks immediately quite interesting and the other that looks less so. We have the option of going to the ruins of Dundrasil or to Octagonia, and I'm going to tell you right now that at the moment there's nothing interesting at the ruins of Dundrasil, so let's head on up north to Octagonia. Ooh. What a fancy looking place. Octagonia looks really cool from outside, I'm not gonna lie. Like, I love the sort of, like, imposing tower structure it's got going on. It's a pretty interesting city, and fortunately, it's exactly where our quest is leading us towards next. So, let's head on over there as soon as we get rid of a few more new enemies. Oh, he hit me from behind. These guys are Fandangao? I don't know what the reference here is. but they can cause you to lose turns by dancing, and they can increase their attack by lowering their defense, as well as other things that Cactoball enemies are fond of doing. Alright, let's see. One more new enemy here, or a couple more new enemies here. Would have been great to get them in a fight with more of them. Let's see, these guys are Rotten Tails, I believe. Yes. They can hit everyone and also do that same offensive stance that the new Cactoball enemies can do. Ooh, the hero actually got mid-heal from that fight. Just like with Serena, that's a more potent heal. That's actually going to be really useful in the next main story arc, so very handy that we got that now. Last new enemy over here, these guys are the Dracolites. They can cast Fizzle and Bang. And not necessarily in that order. Alright, that I think actually covers most of the new enemies in here. For the last couple of areas, actually, we've been able to run into, alongside with other enemies, run into a Metal Slime. Those guys have a tendency to run away during the fight, and you should probably target them first. But if you do happen to run into them and you manage to kill them, well, actually, first of all, they also have really high defense, so high that most of your attacks will either miss or deal a single point of damage. The best way of dealing with Metal Slimes is to crit them. They're also damn near immune to every spell in the book, too, so casting is not going to help you there. If you do happen to get lucky enough to kill them, though, you'll get a ton of experience out of them. 2,000, in fact. Very, very lucrative, but they only appear very rarely with other monsters accompanying them, and they tend to run away, so...
Octagonia, home of muscular brutes beating the bejesus out of each other. I've always wanted to visit.
Oh, great. They're fans of Hendrik, huh? I hate this place already.
Hey there, handsome. Y'all here to take part in the tournament? You sure oughta. The masked martial arts meet is where all the biggest fighters make their names.
What's it say? Show the world what you've got in the greatest fighting contest anywhere in Erdrea. Awesome prizes available.
A tournament, eh? I thought she was going to invite you to a boring old dance or something. I wonder what the masks are for.
What's that at the bottom? All bouts to be held in the rooftop arena. I suppose that must be on top of the big building over there.
Can you imagine having a building so big, you build buildings inside the building, so you've got a building inside of a building? Well, that's Octagonia for you. Although it's actually kind of low-key built into a cliff face, but whatever. But yeah. We actually got an invitation to join in on the tournament there, and that kind of sounds like fun. Who doesn't love a little tournament arc here and there? I actually don't find them super interesting, but you know, that's neither here nor there. Sometimes they're really fun, sometimes they're really good, but most of the times I don't really actually care for tournament arcs myself. But there are a lot of people who do love them, and I understand that they kind of have their place and everything, and they're fun every once in a while. I think what really gets to me is if the whole damn show is a tournament arc. But that's neither here nor there. Let's see, there was a feathered cap in there for us. We're just gonna go around collecting the adventurer's tax. You know, as one does. There's some stuff I want to grab around here. That's downstairs. Downstairs is what we want. Downstairs is where we rob. For this magic beast hide. Let's see, I thought there was something else we could grab around here. Ah, one of these pots must have a pretty Betsy. Awesome. We'll use that on Sylvando a little later. There's also a statue here we can pray at instead of an actual church, which is a little bizarre, but maybe it kind of makes sense. Maybe it kind of makes sense. There is nothing important by going up the stairs to the new area up there, but we can go this way. For it being a new city and all, there's actually surprisingly little treasure, so we should be able to cover this real quick. And grab ourselves 800 gold. Ah, okay. If we head down this way, we can actually make it to the lower areas of Octagonia. There's a couple more things for us, including most of the shops, obviously. And we'll get to that in just a second, but let's see. Some finessence. I don't actually know what that does. I don't think it's a crafting mat. I think it's an item you can actually use, but I don't quite remember what it does. Could be wrong about that. Another mini medal. Awesome. Never say no to a mini medal. Oh, that's not actually a doorway, is it? Ah, yeah, over here. Another 200G. And oh, I guess we could pick this up. I don't think we need it, but I guess we can pick it up. Probably in here. Yeah, garter. It's a piece of equipment for lady characters, I believe. If we go into the armor shop over here, we can pick up another thing. Let's see. Ooh, no, I'm wrong, aren't I? Ah. It's probably up there, maybe? Which would mean climbing up here and jumping on this and then jumping on this. Haha! I was right. Get ourselves a Star of Clarity. I think that's an equipment that boosts some sort of ailment resistance or something. And that... Well, that's not quite everything. There's one other thing we can pick up. One more important thing, anyway. There's a lot of other stuff that we can go around picking up, but I'm not showing absolutely everything. I'm just kind of trying to show the more important things that we can grab. This is actually not one of them. This is actually just a silver ore. Were you about to rat on me, kid? Oh, this is their orphanage, I guess. Maybe I shouldn't run around breaking things in an orphanage, but, listen. Sometimes you just gotta do what you gotta do. There's a recipe book in here for butterfly knives and malleable masks. Awesome. That seems kind of topical considering the area we're in, but anyway. You can use that place as a church if you really want to, or you can just use the statue that's upstairs. Lots of different places to save. Let's take a look at equipment. We're going to want to upgrade some stuff here, probably. I would prioritize upgrading weapons and armor for the hero above everyone else at this immediate moment. Trust me on that. You'll see why in a little bit. Let's see. The malleable mask helps protect from paralysis. That's pretty neat. But we can craft that ourselves. We could probably get it for cheaper. The robe of evasion's actually or cloak of evasion rather, is actually a super useful piece of equipment that we can buy for Serena. And I know what I just said, but it's actually like this thing will carry you for a really long time in the game, mostly because it boosts her evasion stat in addition to her defense. So what you might miss out on having like super high defense, you might gain in just being able to dodge the attack you're getting outright, that's super useful. Let's see. Steel broadsword, but I think we can make that. So you could start buying boomerangs for Eric. I don't think they're useful, but you could start buying them. Now that you have dual wield, you can dual wield 2 edged boomerangs and get some good damage out of that. But I like knives for their skills a little bit better. Yeah, it doesn't look like there's much. There's not much in anything we can actually use here. The Rod of Rapidity you can use to cast Accelerate, but other than that, nah, nothing interesting. So, you know what that means, viewers. It's time to go to the forge! Alrighty then. Our forging complete. Managed to make a full set of steel stuff for the hero. Broadsword, shield, helmet, and full plate armor +2. The steel shield in particular is super useful because it protects against fire and ice-based attacks. That kind of resistance is really nice to have. Not necessarily here, but just in general. Also, it sent his defense up pretty high. That's going to be really useful in the coming future. Let's see. Other than that, the other really important thing that I did was that I buffed up the Cloak of Evasion that Serena has, and I got a perfect on it, so now it's doing really good there. Let's see. Yeah, it buffed up its evasion chance all the way up to +5% too. That's very nice. Really, really useful to have. But alright, that should be just about every little thing I wanted to take care of outside of actually progressing with Octagonia's stuff real quick. Which means in the next episode of Let's Play Dragon Quest XI's, we'll be entering into a tournament arc. Hell yeah. See you guys then.